Good morning. I hope you. No, not morning. Afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, it is 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been having such a lazy day, which is not good because I don't like lazy days. I've actually noticed that my beard is actually starting to connect into my mustache there and there, and it's quite annoying because I curl my mustache. The whole reason I actually started curling my mustache was because I grew it out so that it would connect, and because I never used to grow these bits here, and now I am, and now it kind of looks a little bit stupid. So I'm gonna have to shave them off, but I haven't actually noticed until now. Let's just do that, and I can hear my flat. I hope you can't. Christmas, day 9, the last of the single digits. I'm also I think I might be getting a little bit ill. I woke up this morning and I completely lost my voice. I couldn't speak, which was fun, but that's also why I had to wait a little bit to record. There's the 2 pictures. Okay, so we have, it's the Plan Alto, which I have actually had before. It was probably one of the first. It was the first, if not one of the first, coffees that I actually had from Pact. Jesus, how long ago would that have been? Probably about, 2 years ago? It's probably getting on about 2 years now is probably when I started getting coffees from Pact. So this was one of the first I had way back when. Because it was so long ago, it's not in my 33 coffees book, which means I can still try it. And I don't actually remember what it was like. Anyway, it says hints of malt milk chocolate shake. So, and I think if I remember correctly, that's a pretty accurate description. It was quite chocolatey. It was really early on in me discovering coffee, so I might have been quite naive. So it's going to be interesting to kind of compare from what I can remember to what I actually taste today. It's grown by Sergio and Maritza Mantovani. There's a lot of consonants in this. Mantovanini, which again sounds Italian, if I'm being racist. Origin is Minas Gerais in Brazil, and the varietal is Yellow Cachuai. It says the perfect microclimate. For the past 25 years, the Plan Alto estate has been growing specialty coffees in the highlands of the Nova Resende. The gracious space, more than 900 God, I can't speak today. More than 900 hectares in size. The 4,000-foot altitude and the surrounding natural forest creates a unique microclimate which is perfect for growing high-quality coffee. I finally got through that. Quite interested to see what this is actually going to be like. I remember it being quite a medium to dark coffee, and it's a classic from Pact this, so I'm expecting this to be good. I think I would go as far to say it's a classic because people tend to go for chocolatey coffees. I personally don't, but I'm pretty sure it's just standard on their menu. They permanently have it on there. So yeah, let's just jump in, give it a try. No, not give it a try, give it a smell. Let's open this up. So once again, there's the number 9 packet. I still have all my coffees left. They're probably very stale at this point, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Oh well. So looking at it, it seems quite medium roast. Smells a bit darker than medium, so medium to dark is probably where I'll go. It does definitely smell nutty. It's got a really nutmeg scent. Nutmeg, hazelnut, just your classic scent for coffee beans that are slightly darker roasts. So I'll go make this and I will see you in a second. Okay, so right off the bat, the colour of the crema really confirmed my suspicions that it was a medium to dark roast. It was such a dark golden crema that I have no doubt that this is a medium to dark roast. Also, it was already, I can tell this is going to be such a syrupy thick body from the way it poured. So I'm really looking forward to actually tasting that. Nose-wise, it's really like a milk chocolate. It's definitely that milkiness, the cream, and I'm not getting many of the nut notes that I was getting from the grounds anymore, but definitely that milk and the milk chocolate is definitely coming through. So that's mainly what I'm going to be focusing on when trying this. It's supposed to be, judging by the description, milk chocolate shake. So a lot of the milk chocolate, and that maltiness as well. The maltiness is a little bit there on the nose actually. Now that I've reminded myself. But that could just be with priming. So let's just give it a try. Wow. Yeah, that is mind-blowingly milky. That milk chocolate really is at the forefront of this. There's a slight acidity behind it, but it's not super sweet and sickly. And that maltiness is coming through as well. It's definitely a lot more present than in the nose. The milk chocolate really is at the forefront though, definitely. It really is like when you go to McDonald's and get like a milk chocolate shake, that's what it's like. Definitely at the I keep saying it's definitely at the forefront, but that's what it is. That's just the thing that I keep repeating this when we get a chocolatey coffee. That's what I just don't find massively different with chocolate coffees is there's chocolate. That's it. There's not really you can describe about it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is nice coffee to drink, but it's not a nice coffee to describe. It's not an interesting coffee. It tastes quite a bit lighter than it looks. It doesn't really taste like a dark coffee. There isn't the bitterness that I would come to expect from a dark roast. So that's also a good thing that it's managed to get that through them darker flavors without burning the beans. So that's definitely, you can tell that this is a classic from Pact. You can tell that they've put a lot of passion and a lot of dedication into perfecting a coffee such as this, so that it is the best it can possibly be for their customers. And that's one thing that I do like about Pact is their customer service is amazing. They do seriously care about the coffee, they care about the customers. There's been multiple times when I've emailed for just a bit of help, like Pact do this thing where they send out these little taste cards, and with each they send out these little taste cards with each delivery of a coffee, and it basically lists all the information of the coffee and stuff like that. It's basically like one of these, but it's a little bit more in depth and a little more like stylized. But I've started collecting them because I get so many coffees from Pact, and I lost some of them. I don't know where they managed to go. So, oh no, I didn't lose them. They started doing them halfway, like after I started getting coffees from them. So I emailed them to see if they had any that they could just send me, and they did. They sent me them free of charge. Like it would have cost them money, but like it was nice of them to do that just for like one customer, just so they can get this stupid little card. But like that's what I do like admire about some of these kind of companies. They do seriously care about making a good appearance and stuff like that, and that's why I've stuck with Pact. They had a bit of a rough start for me when I first started getting coffees from them. They were pretty hit and miss with the quality. But since then they've really improved, and I've really stuck with them through that. They've like rewarded like a lot of people who were early adopters of the Pact system they've recently increased their prices, but people who were early adopters such as myself, they've been kept the same. So that's another thing that's just like nice for them to do. So it's a nice coffee, definitely. The sweetness is like, it isn't too bad. Like it's not too in your face. I don't like overly sweet coffees, and that's one thing that is good about this coffee. It's just a subtle sugary sweetness. So overall, it's just super creamy. It's really thick, creamy. milk chocolate maltiness. It's a nice coffee, and it's a Brazil. I don't have many Brazils, um, so it's interesting to every now and again just step outside of your comfort zone. It's one thing I do like about this box of advent calendar box of coffees. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that I wouldn't normally try because I never really look at the Pact website, and I see the chocolate notes. I'm like, nah. I always brush it off to the sides, but every now and again, it's nice to just have something a little bit different. And on that note, because I don't know if you can tell that I'm slowly deteriorating in my health at the moment, I will end that here. So, P.S. Call me Cameron.